everybody. This video is to talk you through your first essay assignment. I'm sorry, your second essay assignment. And in this essay, in this unit, you guys read a number of different texts from Enlightenment and Romanticism authors. So what you're going to do is choose one of the works that you read in this unit and analyze it in relation to the principles or ideas related to that movement. So you do need to identify which movement you're focusing on, Enlightenment or Romanticism. And then show how the author and work exhibit particular ideals, concepts, principles related to that movement. So we've had lectures on Enlightenment principles and Romanticism principles. So it's broad so that you can choose the work and the movement that's most interesting to you. Make sure you identify what those principles or elements of the movement are and explain how the text does or does not, maybe does not, fit with those elements. So you do have to have two outside external credible sources included to help support your analysis. The way you do this is you find .edu or other credible sources like PBS that discuss the work and bring in quotes from those sources that help support or prove your analysis. The purpose of this is that you're adding credibility to your own claims by including published research from outside sources. Now, my lectures do not count, so please don't utilize those. We're talking actual published research sources out there. Don't use things like 123helpme.com. I suppose things like SparkNotes are okay, but there are better sources out there that help support your analysis around particular works. And make sure that, again, that you're bringing in primary source evidence, so quotes from the text, as well as secondary source evidence, so quotes from these credible sources. You could also utilize sources like history.com or biography.com. Say, for example, if you're adding context around a historical or biographical element of the analysis. But again, the work should be the central focus of your analysis, so analyzing it as a piece of literature. So you guys have a ton of different authors that you guys read and works that you read in this unit. So choose, of course, from something that we read. Your essay has to be 3 to 4 pages in length and is due by Sunday, April 6th at 11:59 p.m. As always, remember MLA formatting, everything's checked for plagiarism, meet the minimum page length or you will have points taken off. You can always write more, you can't write less. Make sure that you are discussing the work in depth, again, keeping the focus on the text, secondarily bringing in historical or biographical context, and good solid evidence and analysis. So you're going to make sure that you're going to have your essay graded on making sure you have a good argument centered around the principles of that movement, proper number of sources and use of those sources, and a full exploration of the work, good evidence from the primary and secondary sources, proper MLA, formatting and style, and depth of analysis, and use that language and terminology related to the genres and the movement. So if you're talking about poetry, you should be using elements related to poetry. If you're talking about prose, that's different. And then a good essay structure as usual with all the full development. So if you guys have questions on this, let me know, but otherwise go ahead and move on and start working on your next assignment.